Hi, I am Karthik Rannan. I am the president of the Wall Street Club of BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. Yes, so the collaboration with XLR was an excellent one. We conducted a Power BI workshop with Advanced Excel over a span of 3 days. The workshop was almost 12 hours long in total. Mr. Karthik, who was an amazing trainer, helped the students understand the concepts deeply. I am sure that the students will be able to apply these concepts in their careers as well as their daily lives while they try to navigate the world of finance. I am happy that we will be able to close this workshop successfully on a very good note.
Hi, I am Raghunendra Singh and I am the Technical Director of the Wall Street Club at BITS Pilani Hyderabad campus. It was a great amazing conducting this workshop with XLR. The trainer, Mr. Karthik, was an excellent person where he explained in very detailed manner on how to give great insights using very complex data sets, which was very helpful for the people who are interested in the field of finance, business or analytics in general. Thank you.
I attended a workshop conducted by CSA and ACM in collaboration with XLR. So it was a machine learning workshop. We learned a lot from the course and it was a great experience attending the workshop.
The trainer was very helpful. He had a hands-on approach with his teaching and it was fabulous.
This was a great experience for me. So I would absolutely love it if XLR and its team would come again to our campus and conduct more events like this.
The journey was great. Initially, I thought that I was not proficient enough in Excel, but later I came to know there was no prerequisites for it, and then I applied for it, and it was a great course, and it started from basics and took me to a great extent.
Good evening, myself Kavya Ganatra. I am from Computer Science Association. I was the POC for this ML workshop conducted by CSI and ACM in collaboration with XLR. The experience of the workshop was really nice. The feedback from all the students was positive. They understood the concept. The workshop was also practical based with some questions. The experience with XLR was very smooth. They helped us in conducting the workshop smoothly right from the booking of the vendor and deciding the course till the distribution of certificates. In over of it, thank you.
Hello everyone. My name is Tasneem. I'm the senior manager at 98 percentile in the HR department. And today we did a wonderful drive with XLR. It was amazing right from the very beginning, from the very first day when I got in touch with them till today. I think it was an extremely smooth journey with them. There were multiple follow-ups done by the representatives in order to check that we would be, what time would be coming, how many people would be coming, what vehicle we would get. To that extent, they were so precise in giving all the information to us. It was extremely great to get associated with them and have a drive at XLR campus. So we are very, very happy that we got a chance to do this. Now, coming to the students, what XLR had, I think they were extremely enthusiastic. They were well prepared. They were aware of what they are coming for. I think there was some back-end preparation which they did that was commendable. They also were very confident and they were open to any kind of thing we were asking them to do. That was I think the best part. Now, I really hope we have a very, very fruitful association with each one of them and XLR in future. We are really looking forward to have many more drives like this.
Hi everyone, my name is Prachi Sharma and I'm the Senior Project Manager for IT Department at 90th Percentile. So today we were here for this IT Bootcamp, right, this technical drive and at XLR. So it was a great experience and I would feel that the students, they are the freshers, right, but it doesn't seem like that. So if I talk about their technical and cognitive ability, they all seems pretty good in that and that's what I felt. And I guess they have been taught pretty well at XLR, so that's how they have performed good in their aptitude and the technical tests. So I wish them all the best and it was a very great experience over here.
Hi, this is Patan, Technology Consulting Manager from 98th Percentile. We visited XLR for the campus placement drive and it went very well today. Miss Ambika, Miss Pragati, everyone received us greatly here and we had a lot of enjoyable time here. The students even had great experience with us. They were interactive, they had good aptitude and all the technological skills they showed. I think they were all well and we really appreciate their time that they spared to us and I think we will be doing a great job. We are expecting a lot of people to be hired from them. Let's see. It was a great experience altogether.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
From entering into the cyber tower to exiting out of this tower, the XLR team has been received me with such a care and pleasure.
I am the part of this XLR since 4 months. From the third month itself, they have conducted the placement sessions from the third month itself, and this is the fourth month, and this is the 98th percentile is one of the placement drive I have attended so far, and attending to this drive is such a good experience for me. All the HRs and the team made us feel very comfortable and confident.
XLR helped me a lot, and I experienced a lot of things today. So I'm really hope to be I placed in that company. I'm confident about that. Thank you.
Only 1 year. Thank you. Thank you. Great, great. So as participants are joining, we'll wait for 2-3 minutes and then we'll start with our today's session. Okay.
Can you provide your acknowledgement in the chat? Yes, okay. Today's session is looping in Java. Before that, I want to introduce myself. I'm Surya. I've been working in the IT industry from last 3+ years of experience, 3+years. And coming to the programming, I've been practicing it while I'm graduating itself. So I have a good practical knowledge on programming language from last 7+ years of experience. So today I've been part of the CRT program. So I'll teach you the concepts of Java, core Java mainly. So during the session or in between the session, if you feel if you are stuck up somewhere or if you are not clear with the concept, or if you feel the pace of the explanation is too faster or too slower, let me know through the chat. I'll take that feedback and I'll adjust accordingly. Uh, can we start? Can you all able to see my screen? Okay, fine. Let's start this session. So I could say in the last weekend that they discussed about the decision making statements, conditional statements, if else, switch statements, if else ladder. Do you have doubts in that session or can we proceed with this session? Give me yes to proceed or no if you have any doubts in the previous sessions. Okay, great, great. I could see the response as yes. Okay. Yeah. This week and today and tomorrow we are gonna learn about loops in the Java. Parallel to that, but we'll learn the concept. Parallelly, we'll practice it more because practice is more important than learning the concept. Concept learning is also basic thing we need to know before jumping into the programming, like practicing the programs. So first we'll understand the concept. Once you are understand the concept very well, then we can go ahead and do multiple programs. So uh, today and tomorrow our goals are like we'll dive deeper into the loops. The loops that are present in the Java are for loop, while loop, and do while loop. So we'll learn the concept. Parallelly we'll practice more on the problems which are repetitively asking in the interview. So the session agenda for today is for loop, while loop, and do while loop, and then we'll uh, know about break and continue. I think the break and continue was covered in the last weekend session as part of switch statement. So if you are still stuck up or if you have any doubts in the break and continue statements, we can repeat it in this session as well. So let's get started. So first of all, I want to ask you, do you know what is loop in Java? What is loop? Can you share your responses through the chat? Any idea? It's okay if you say it in wrong. Yes, someone said, Lohita mentioned repeating. Yes, okay. Great, guys. Great, folks. Yes, we are doing something that is repeatedly. So I think a few of the, I want to explain. I mean, most of you are mentioned it correctly. So I just want to take one simple example and explain you what is loop. Like in our childhood, like currently also, we are going to our granny's home during summer holidays or vacation, Dasara vacation, right? So during that day, our granny will try to prepare the pickles, mango pickles, some pickles. So what she'll ask sometimes, she'll ask us to pick the mangoes directly from the tree, right? So I'm very bad at drawing. Just I'll try to draw it. So assume it is a mango tree, and we have a mango here. Okay. So the main task your granny gave to you is you have to pick this mango from this tree, and assume you are the height is not that much, like you are 8 or 9 years old. How will you pick this mango? What are all the different approaches you will use? Give some responses, think, and just give. This is a normal question, right? Yeah, using the ladder, yes, good thing. Pick with the stones, super. Yeah, I too did that by using the stake, using some tools. Exactly. Yeah. So we can pick with this, I mean, we can throw the stone until the mango was falling down, or else we can use the stick. But and we can also using some tools like stick only. So if we are using stone or stick, we have to throw the stone repeatedly until the mango was falling down, right? And this if uh, same thing for also stick, we need to do it multiple times. Like we need to try to bring it down with the stick. So as it the probability of falling the mango using stick and stone is take some extra time. So I'll use better if we are using ladder. So let's assume we are trying to climb up the mango tree using the ladder. Assume it is a ladder. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps are there in the ladder. How will you do to climb the tree? First, you will put your step in this first zeroth step. Let's assume it's one step, or it's one, and then here it is two and three, four, five, six. Okay, so you will put your step to the first step of the ladder, and you will check is it the final step in the ladder? Can I pick the mango directly from this step? No, you can't pick it up. You have still you left with 5 more steps. You need to put your steps into this level. So once you put your step into this peak level, then you can the next step will be not visible. Oh, sorry. Is it not visible? I'll reshare. What about now? Can you see? Okay. Sorry, guys. Yep, fine. So I just draw the tree and assume it is a mango. So as the probability of throwing the stone and using the stick will be less, I mean falling down the mango will be less, we are just using the ladder. Assume this the ladder. This is the first step, second step, third, fourth, fifth, and the sixth step. So what we'll do, we'll put our step and till we reach this some extent, the last step. And once you reach the last step, you can directly, the next step will be to climb. You can directly climb the tree and you can pick the mango and you can come through the ground using this ladder itself. Is it? So from first step, what we are doing in the you are putting your step in the first step of the ladder, and you are checking whether is it the final step. No, it's not the final step, it's just a first step. So we can't climb up the tree with the first step, so we have some steps were left. So we need to again put your next step in the second stick of the ladder. So here again you will check whether it is the ending step. I mean the next step will be the climb. I mean we can climb the tree with the next step. No, it's not the final step. We have four more left. So again we'll put our next step. So again here and the final step would be here. So what we are doing, we are repeating the some task, like you are putting your step here and you are thinking whether it's the final step or not. No, it's not a final step, then you are putting your next step. So you are repeatedly doing the same thing, right? So here I'll take the notepad. Can you see the notepad as well? I didn't write anything in the notepad. Okay, fine. So what we are doing here, we are looping over the same task. We are repeating the same task, right? Well, the loop is nothing but repeating the same task. So what we are doing in picking up the mango. So first, the step will be, there are total, assume that in the ladder, we have total 6 steps. Total 6 steps. So what we have to do, we have to start from first step and we have to put our steps till we reach the peak, that last step, right? The first step will be, what will be our first step? It's 1, right? What will be our final step? 6th step will be our final step. So on each and every step, what we are checking, whether we reach the final step or not, right? So if we are climbing, if we put our step in the first step, like the step will be 1, we are checking whether it is less than or equals to final step or not, means 6th step or not. No, it is not the final step, right? So what we are doing, we are putting our step to the next stick in the ladder. Then the step will be, what will be our step then? It will be 2. Again, we'll check with the final step whether it is a final step or not. No, it is not the final step. We are just in the second step. It is not the 6th step. So we need to put our leg into the next stick of the ladder, which is 3. So when you observe this, what we are doing, we are checking the condition, and then if the we are incrementing our steps, right? Did you understand it? We are checking the condition and we are incrementing respectively. See here, the step was 1 and the step is 2 and the step is 3. Incrementing is nothing but increasing. Decrementing is nothing but decreasing. Did you get it? Or do you have any doubts in this? Are you clear with the concept? Give S if you are clear, or else no. Okay, great, fine. So, as it is just normal, as I'm human being, as you are also human beings, we can directly say that I'll use the ladder, and the ladder contains 6 steps. I'll put my first step and second step till I reach the 6th step. Once I reach the 6th step, I'll climb up the tree and I pick the mango. This is what we say in English or whatever the language you are comfortable. But computer can't understand our language. It is Telugu or English. It can't understand our language. So it contains its own language. Each computer will have uses its own language that is called programming language. And you know that programming languages are differ C, C++, Java, Python. So in our program, we are mainly focusing on Java. So we'll uh, know the concept which are in the Java. Okay. So we need to say to the computer, hey, I'm in the first step. Just repeat the thing until I reach the final step. So for that case, we need some keywords or something that is inbuilt in Java so that we can use it to do the task repeatedly, right? So for that case only we have loops. Loops are nothing but doing tasks, specific tasks repeatedly, right? Okay, doing the same task repeatedly, but based on the condition. Here, what's our condition? Whether we are reaching the final step or not will be our condition. So loops are nothing but doing some specific task repeatedly. We are repeating the steps. We are repeating some statements based on the condition. Okay. So this is about loops. So in Java, we are having three types of loops. What are they? For loop, while loop, and then do while loop. Do you agree? I think most of you know in C or whatever the language it is, we'll be having all these three loops, right? For, while, and do while. So all these are loops. Loops are nothing but doing some specific task repeatedly based on the condition. So for loop will do the task repeatedly based on the condition. Similar to that while and do while also do the same thing. Repeatedly based on the condition. But the difference among these three loops are the syntax, the way of doing. We should know when we should use for loop, when should we use while loop, when should we use do while loop. So if we want to know when we have to use these loops, first we need to understand the concept, understand the syntax, and we have to practice it. Then we can get and confident on these loops and we can understand if someone are giving some problem statement, then we can analyze the problem statement and we can come to conclusion, right? Hey, I'll use the for loop here, or else, oh, for loop won't apply in this problem statement, so I'll go with while loop. So you can get confident while you're learning and then practicing it. So in first, I'll tell you about the for loop. Okay. So on each concept, we'll learn the purpose and then syntax, and then we'll try with the basic example, and then we'll practice codes, programs. Okay, this is our main agenda. Whatever the concept it is, we should know the purpose of the concept, we should understand the syntax, and then we'll try with the basics example. Once we are good and understand the basic example, then we go ahead and do and try with multiple programs. Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, first we learn about for loop. What I told, first we need to know the purpose of the for loop. What is the purpose of the loop? Can anyone say? It's a loop. So what will be its definition? Can anyone try it out through the chat? Okay, let me see. The loop is nothing but doing the same task repeatedly. Similar to that, we have for loop. Yes, someone Sandhya told us checking the condition and incrementation. Yes, it's nothing but we are performing the same thing. Repeatedly based on the condition. Yes, Alekia, great, great. repeatedly doing task until some condition become false. It's true, Alekya. Yeah. Let's understand. It's nothing but repeating the same task. Yes, loop is used for repetitive tasks. Great acknowledgement, guys. You're very interactive. Yes. Repeating the task based on the condition. So once the condition is false, we'll exit from the loop. We could understand once we practice in the problems. So for basic thing, it's nothing but repeating the task based on the condition. Yes. So next we understand the purpose. Next, what we have to understand? We should learn the syntax. What is it syntax? Can anyone give a try? Just whatever you know, just put it in the chat. Yeah, for IM range, it will be in Python. As we are discussing about Java, we'll use the Java syntax itself. Yes, great, Sai Shiva. Yes. Yeah. The syntax is you have to use for keyword. The keyword is inbuilt in Java. You have to use the for keyword. And then here we have to do the initialization. Once you initialize, you have to put the semicolon. And then the next step will be the condition checking. Okay, I'm just writing it as condition checking. And the next step will be incrementation or decrementation. Depends upon the problem statement, will increment or decrement. Okay, increment is nothing but increasing. If I equals to 1, or if we are incrementing I plus plus means 1 plus 1, 2. Okay, it's just adding plus 1 to the existing variable or value. Okay, this is the for loop syntax. So we need to use the braces. And in for loop, we'll write the statements, whatever we want to do repeatedly. You can do statement 1, statement 2. You can write n number of statements, depends upon the problem statement or the requirement. Okay. Did you understand the syntax? You have to remember the syntax to work on it. So the for is the keyword in Java. We have to use it because if we are using inbuilt keyword, then the compiler could understand, hey, this girl is used for keyword. So we have to do some iteration repeatedly, depends upon the condition. So we have to use for loop. The first we need to initialize, and then we need to do the condition checking, and we have to increment or decrement the variable based on the requirement. Okay, inside the loop, you can write as many number of statements you want. Okay, this is the basic syntax. Is it clear or any doubts? Okay, I could say 3 clear. Yeah, fine. I'm taking it as clear. Okay, and then we have to take we understand the purpose and syntax, what we have to do. Then we have to take one problem statement, simple basic example, and we have to try it out. So I'll take one basic example. So I want to give input and output, and you try from your side, and then I'll tell you whether you are doing it correct or not, and then we'll discuss and do the dry run of the program. I'll give, okay. I don't need to give output, sorry, input. My output should be print 1 to 10, oh sorry, 1 to 5 numbers is enough. So my output should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Can anyone give a try how to print it? We are repeating the task. First line, what we are repeating here? What is the repetitive statement? What we are doing continuously, repeatedly in this program? Can anyone say? No, I'm asking the statement inside the for loop. We are doing something repeatedly. We are printing one and then we are again printing two and then three, four, five. Yes, we are printing. Yes, we are printing variable. That is the task we are doing continuously, right? Based on the condition. Yes, exactly. Most of you did correct. It's not, I gave only 1 to 5, so the condition will be 1 less than or equals to 5, and we are starting from 1, so it should be I equals to 1. Alikya. Yeah. We'll discuss it now. So, are you clear with the requirement? We just want have to print 1 to 5 numbers. Okay. What we are repeating here, the repetitive task is we are printing something, right? We are printing something, some value, or else we can write it as we are printing some value. This is the repetitive task we are doing. So, do you know from which to which we need to print? Yes, we know. We provided in the problem statement itself. We are asking us to print from 1 to 5, or else I'll take from 0 here. So just remove the some doubts. I'm just giving 0 to 5 here. We can give 1 to 5. Once we are clear with this basic example, we'll try for 1 to 5 as well. So we are printing we are printing something repeatedly. So we need to use the loop. We got it by seeing the problem statement itself. We could understand we are printing something. It's a repetitive task. So we need to use the loop. So do you know from which condition to which, from which to which we need to uh, iterate? Yes, we know we have to iterate from 0 to 5. Ma'am, please discuss some pseudo codes, ma'am. Sure, Ravindra. Once we are done with this, we'll go and do that pseudo code too. We'll do the dry run. Dry run is nothing but once we write the program, we are just debugging the code. So once you understand dry run, you can understand the concept very well. And if you want, I'll write the pseudo code as well. Don't worry. So from 0 to 5, we need to iterate. So we know the condition as well. The condition is known, right? So we have to use for loop. We could understand, right? From 0 to 5, I know from which to which I have to iterate. So as it is known, I'll use the for loop. So the syntax is what is the our syntax? We need to for keyword, and here we need to initialize something. What we have to initialize, as the data is in integer format, we'll use int data type and we'll use some variable. For now, I'm using I as the variable. You can use your name, like my name Surya, or you can use counter. You can take any variable here. To avoid the confusion, I'm using I variable. So from which to which we need to iterate? From 0 to 5. So my initialization should be 0, I equals to 0. And then I have to use according to the syntax, we have to use the semicolon here. So I'm using the semicolon. And then what will be our next step? We need to write the condition. What is our condition here? We need to print it till we reach the last element. Till we reach the 5. So we need to check is 1 less than or equals to 5 or not. And then we have to increment it. And then in the for loop, we'll print it out. How we will print it? Java, it's system.out.println, and just if you pass the I variable, it will print the I value in the console. Okay, first our main goal is printing 0 to 5. So we are initializing I with 0. Till which point we have to iterate? Till our step, I mean, I is less than or equals to 5. Till that point 5. Why not less than? Because if we give I less than 5, it will stop till 4 only. It won't print 5. So it should be I less than or equals to 5. And then each step, if you see here the pattern, first it is 0 and then 1 and then 2, it is incrementing. So as it is incrementing, I am just use the incrementation here, I plus plus. And then system.out.println. Here we are printing the value of I. Ravindra, why do that happen, ma'am? I didn't understand. Like here you are asking why is less than 5 and sorry, why I is less than or equals to 5. Okay, I'll do the dry run here. So did you understand till here the syntax and the syntax we applied for this program? Yes, good, clear. Then we write the basics example, sorry, basic program to print 0 to 5, right? So we'll do the pseudocode, then you could understand. Um, the step one, I mean, while running, what will happen in Java is first it will see the for keyword, so it will understand if they are using for keyword, so it's a loop. We need to repeatedly do the steps which are inside the for loop. So it will understand it's a for loop. So then what it will do? First, it will initialize I equals to 0. Okay. In the first step, the I will be 0. And the second step, what it will do, it will check the condition. What is our condition now? I less than or equals to 5. What is our I now? 0. So 0 less than or equals to 5. Is 0 less than or equals to 5? Is it true or false? Give true or else false. I mean, is 0 less than or equals to 5? Yes, it's less than. Great. So it is true. If it is true, what it will do? It will do or execute the statements which are inside the for loops. So as it is true, what it will print? I'm just in the print, I'm writing here the output. So it will print 1 here, sorry, 0 here, because the what is our I value? 0. So it will print 0. Okay. It will print it 0. Sorry, it will print the I value, then it will increment. Previously, our I is 0. What will be our I now? We are incrementing. From 0 to we are adding plus 1. So our I will be 1. Yes, I will be 1. Again, the I it will check the condition. Is I less than or equals to 5? Like 1 less than or equals to 5? Is it true? Yes, it is true. So what it will do? Yes, it will print these steps which are inside for loop, which is nothing but it will print 1. So in the next line, so it will print 1. So once it is printed, it will increment. So what will be our I value now? Yes, our I value will be 2 now. And again, what it will do, it will check the condition whether 2 is less than or equals to 5. Is it true? Yes, it is true. Then what it will do, it will print that I value. So what will be our print? It will be 2. It will print 2 value in the console. Then what it will do, it will do the incrementation. Yes, the I value will be 3 now. So again, it will check is 3 less than or equals to 5. Yes, it is true. 3 is less than or equals to 5. Sorry, less than 5. So it will print 3. Is it clear? Yes, it will print 3 in the console. And in the next step, I will be, yes, I will be 4. And the condition 4 less than or equals to 5 is true. So it will print 4, right? And here, in the next step, what will be our I value, Ravindra? Yes, 5. Great. Is 5 less than or equals to 5? 5 is not less than 5, but it is equal. So we are writing condition as 5 less than or equals to 2. Yes, 5 is equals to 5, so the condition will be true. What it will print? It will print 5 in the console. Yes, fine. So in the next step, what it will do? What will be our I value? Yes, it will increment to 1, so I value will be 6. So again, it will check the condition, is 6 less than or equals to 5? Is 6 less than or equals to 5? No, false. So as it is false, it won't go inside the for loop. It will just exit outside the loop and it will do whatever the statements that were written outside of the for loop. Okay, got it? Ravindra, why it is less than or equals to 5? Yes, great, great. So on each and every program, if we after writing it, if we do the dry run is nothing but debugging the code. Just take pen on paper or notepad. Just try to do it from yourself. Not only this program, but for each and every program, if you debug it, you could understand what is the issue, why it is not printing as expected, or why we are getting compilation errors. Okay. So this is all about this printing 0 to 5. So let's try with, let's do it in Eclipse like in Java. What IDE you are using? I'm currently using Eclipse. Are you also using Eclipse or something else? Edit, okay. Edit plus, okay. Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, anything would be fine. It's just a IDE which will gives more features to run and do this. So can you see my Eclipse page? Can you see it? Yes. Okay, fine. So Eclipse is nothing but we can do the code in Notepad and we can compile and run it. But why to use IDE means IDE comes up with many inbuilt features. For example, here it is the run option. You can then run directly. You don't need to give Java C and file name and all, and then Java and file name. Yeah, instead of that, if you click on run, once you write the program, if you click on run button, it will go and directly do the compilation. If there are no compile errors, it will directly run the code and print the output here in the console. It will be easy to use, and for creating the project also it will be easy to use. So if you want, you can use any IDE whatever you are comfortable. So for me, Eclipse is the good platform to use, so I'm just using it. So here I'll create one class. I just giving name as demo per, yeah, demo per loop. Okay. And then I need the main public static void main for this project. So I'm just check that and click on finish. So it created the class with the name which I have provided, and it returned the main statement as well. Okay. So for now, whatever we have written here, we'll just take it from here and we'll try to print it from there. Okay. So I just copy pasted from Notepad and pasted here. Okay. Let's save it. Control S is for save in Eclipse. So I'm just printing it. I'm running. So if you right click, run as Java application, it will print the output. Can you see the console? It's giving 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. So if you, okay, tell me, are you clear with this? You saw the output as well, right? Can you zoom it a little bit? This comes, okay, sure. It's not giving the option for, can you see this? I highlighted with blue color. There is no option of zooming here. Narsimhamurthy, is it okay? It printed 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you give your confirmation through chat? Can we proceed or? Okay, fine. So for now, we just print 0 to 5. So tell me, I want to print not from 0 to, sorry, not just to 5, till 10 I want to print. Why to take public lags? This will be covered under access modifiers. So we'll cover in that session, Satya. It's nothing but it's access modifier. Throughout the program, we can access it. I will discuss more and deeper in access modifier class. Okay. Okay. Is that okay, Satya? Okay. Then, so we just print 0 to 5. So for now, we just 0 to print, we printed. But I want you to print from 0 to 10. How will you do? What should I have to modify in this current code? Great, great guys, amazing. Yes. In the condition, we have to put 10. Okay. What if I give 100? What should be our condition? Yes, 100. Great, great. Okay. So I'm just saying like, just take, did you complete, do you know how to take the input using scanner class? Is that class completed? Okay, great, great. So as my requirement is changing repeatedly, like so first I ask you to print 5 and then 10 and then 100. If someone comes up and asks you to print 200, we need to modify it, right? So instead of doing that, and I'll just take the input from the user. Scanner SA equals to it's nothing but taking the input from user. So I'll put it in some variable. I'm just taking n sc dot next int. So I took the value from the user. So if n is 10, we have to put 10 here. If n is 100, we have to give 100. So instead of giving the values, I'm directly giving n. Great, great, great. Amazing response. Yeah. So we'll execute this statement. So first, just maximizing it. I have to give the input. So for now, I'm just giving 10. So it's printing. It's taking the input and then printing from 0 to 10. Right? So what if I ask you to print from 1 to 10 instead of 0? What should I have to modify in this program? Yes. Yes, I should be 1 because the starting point is 1 and the ending point is 10. So we have to initialize I with 1 and we need to check from 1 to 1 less than or equals to 10. Yes, great. Are you clear with the for loop? Okay. So we'll do practice more problems. So before that, I'll just, yeah. To put it all the points here so you can go through it like what this is the can you guys hear me? I'm getting your connection is not stable. Okay, fine. Okay, yeah, this is the syntax. So this is the initialization, condition, and expression. So I just wrote it there. So I just gave flow chart because it will be helpful for you to analyze what it is happening. First, it will initialize and then do the condition checking. If the condition is true, it will print this or execute the statements that are inside for loop, and then again it will increment or decrement, and then condition checking, and then print, and then increment, and do the condition checking. So if it is false, it will comes out of the for loop. This is just a flowchart for better understanding. Okay. Okay, fine, fine. Okay, then you are clear with the requirement, right? So let me ask you one problem statement, give you one problem statement. So I want you to print the output should be like this: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Did you understand the pattern? Don't write the program directly in the chart. Just did you understand, ma'am? Once display the flowchart. Sure, sure, Sandhya. Is it okay? Just what we have done, we just put it in flowchart. That's it. Yeah, great. Yeah, we are we are doing something. The output should be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So did you understand the output? Try to analyze it. We need to repeat the statement. That is nothing but printing. So we need to use the loops. Yes, yes, even numbers, great. And someone already provided I plus equals to 2. Great, great. So if you understand it, whatever I have asked, all these are divisible by 2, which are nothing but even numbers. So what is our repeating task here? We are printing. Printing will be our repeating task. So to achieve this, what should we have to do? We should use the for loop, because we know from some point to some point we need to iterate. So I'm just taking the previous for loop itself. I'll start with 1, and then because here there is no 0, so I'm just directly starting with 1. 1 less than or equals to, what will be our condition? We need to print till 10, till 10. So less than or equals to, and then if you see it, the value is incrementing. So I need to increment my I here. And then inside for loop, what I have to print, previously we just printed I value so that it print 1 to 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But this is not, that is not the case here. We have to print only the even numbers which are divisible by 2. Yes, yes, we have to use the if condition. What will be our if condition here? If I is divisible by 2, if the remainder, if it is divisible by 0, sorry, 2, the remainder will be 0, right? If it is divisible by 2, then I'll print it, or else I won't do anything. Yes, great, great, Sai Kumar, great, Samruddhi. Great response, guys. Be and maintain this interactivity at end of the session itself. Yeah. Did you understand it, or any doubts why we are using I modulus 2? Why we are using this condition? Why we are not directly printing all the values? Any doubts or clear? Give yes, it is clear. No, if it is not clear. Yes, yes. Okay, great. Did anyone wants to do the dry run? Like, do I need to write this step-by-step process, or I can directly go ahead and do it? I'll do it for 3 steps so that you can do the better understanding. Okay, it's clear, but I'll do for 2 steps. It will be more clear for others too. So in the first step, the I will be 1. I'll quickly do it, guys. I will be 1, and in this sorry, in the second step, it will check the condition is 1 less than or equals to 10. Yes, it is true. then it will go inside the for loop and it will execute the statement. So what will be our step 2.1 here? It will check whether I is modulus 2 equals to 0. Like it will check whether it is an even number or not. So 1 modulus 2. What will be our reminder? Our reminder will be 1. It is not 0. Right? So the condition will be false. It will not go inside the if loop. It will directly increment I value. So step 3, it will increment I value. What will be our I now? I will be 2. Is 2 less than or equals to 10? Yes, it is less than or equals, sorry, it is less than 10. So the statement will be true. So it will go inside for loop. So now it will check whether I is modulus 2 equals to 0 or not. So is 2 is divisible by 2? Yes, it will divisible by 2 and the remainder will be 0. So the condition, if condition will be true here, so it will print I value. What will be I value here? It will print 2. Did you get the dry run, guys? Is it clear? Okay, great. Let's quickly do that in the Eclipse. I'm just I'll modify this code itself. Okay. Instead of I'm just commenting the scanners. So we are looping from 1 to 10 and we are checking whether that number is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible, then we need to print the tie value. I'm saving it and then I'm running it. What should be our output now? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Can you see it? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. It's displaying all the even numbers. Okay. Okay, let me ask you one question. We printed even numbers. So what will be our condition to print odd numbers? Give it a try. Just write the condition. Great, Aman, great. Yeah, we can write the else block. Not equals to 0. Yes. Great. So here we are checking if it is even, it will be divisible by 2. If it is odd, it won't divisible by 2. Like 1, 3, 5, 7. All these are not divisible by 2. So those are odd numbers. I'm just simply giving not equals to 0. So let's give a try. What will be our output now? I just modify the condition as not equal to 0. What will be my output? 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9, right? Let's run it. Yes. Can you see 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9 were printed, odd numbers. Okay. So, did you understand it? We understand the what is loop, what is for loop, the purpose of it, the syntax, the basic example, and top on it, we tried with other problem statement too, right? Which is nothing but printing even numbers and then printing odd numbers. Is it clear? Is for loop clear with all of you, or any doubts? Okay, great. Fine. Then we have while and we will practice more it in tomorrow's session too. We have to complete while, do while, break, and statement. So for now, we'll just take one basic example and one more some difficult example, and we'll try it out. And tomorrow we'll do more coding. We'll focus on coding part. Okay. So the next topic will be while. So before that, we did it, and yeah, let's take. It's already 11:30. Let's take 10 minutes break. Will come at 1 minute. It's 11:30, guys. So just take 10 minutes break and come at Exactly 11:40. The timer is started. It's the break is officially started. You can go ahead and take a break. After the break, we can discuss about while and remaining parts. And I'll be here in the meeting. So if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the break session too. Ma'am, discuss pseudo codes. Ma'am, today class timings. It's 10:30 to 1. Vishal. Sure, Ravindra. In tomorrow session also, we are having main. Today's session it's for loop, while loop, do while loop. Once we are clear with the looping and the syntax and basic things, then we'll dip deeper into the programs. In competitive questions are coming frequently. Yes, yes. Tomorrow session is completely for writing the code only. We are directly focusing on the programs that are repeatedly asking in top MNCs like TCS, CTS, Tech Mahindra, Wipro, Infosys, and etc. So we'll do more coding. We'll focus more coding in tomorrow session. But before doing the code, we should understand and we should be clear with the basics, right? So for that case, today's session will be for learning more basics. So others should also comfortable. Ma'am, instead of public class, we can write only class. The main method will be like if we are not writing public default, it will take the Java compiler will take default. We have access modifiers, Sandhya, like public, private, protected, and default. We'll discuss that in separate class. We'll go deeper into it in the second in the next few sessions, so you could understand it better. But for not now, because today's session is mainly focusing on loops. Are you carrying this entire Java? Abhishek sir will continue. On that part, the team Amar or someone will confirm you, Ravindra. In my case, Ravindra, whoever it is teaching, you should focus on the concept. You should know whether you are comfortable with their teaching and whether you are able to understand the concept or not. And not learning the concept itself, you should understand, you should know whether you are able to write the programs which are repeatedly asking in interviews. Tomorrow session is completely for programs only, so we'll discuss more on coding tomorrow. Why are you using package? Which application you're using for writing code? I'm using Eclipse IDE. I'm putting it out in the chat box. Eclipse IDE, you can use whatever it is. Talk bit about precision effect on flashes. Okay, we'll discuss about it. Vishal is asking, ma'am, which application we are using for writing the code. Which application means in my current company we are using. I'm a Java full stack developer, so I'll write the code in Java. Ma'am, why are you using package? Package is nothing but like there are some inbuilt functionalities in Java. For example, scanner is the inbuilt functionality. If we are using it, we need to import it. We should say that, hey, we need to use, we want to use your inbuilt functionality. So for that case, I'm importing it, I'm directly using it. So we have other session for package to package and access modifiers and remaining things. I will discuss more in those sessions. Coming to your question, Ravindra. Yeah, I could agree that some recession was going on in some companies, but it won't affect for freshers because if you go and check with others, many drives are happening. They are getting offer letters, they are getting joining letters too. So don't think about the recession, just focus on the work. If you have good practical knowledge on the programming and if you are good at aptitude, reasoning, then they'll definitely take you into their company. So don't think about recession. It won't affect you guys if you are good with programming, aptitude, reasoning, whatever it is. The drives are still happening online and on campus and off campus, so don't worry about it, Ravindra and others. So use the CRT program effectively. You guys are having like when I'm in college, I don't have these many opportunities. Now you have everything in front of you. You have me, I'm from IT industry, so I can give you the real time examples if you want. And many people are working in this XLR to give better and best um, knowledge about all of this, not just stick programming, but also for aptitude, reasoning, and everything. So focus on the CRT program and try more, try and practice more and more. You will definitely placed in very good company. But maintain the consistency. Consistency is nothing but if you write the program today and you feel like, hey, I know the program, I know everything. It shouldn't be like that. There are many things to learn. There are many frameworks that are coming up daily, day by day. So you need to learn consistently. Maintain just half an hour, 1 hour in daily routine and focus on practicing the programs. It's my suggestion. The timer is completed. I mean, we completed the 10 minutes break. Hope everyone are in the session. Did everyone are in the session? Okay. Only yes, only I saw one yes from Satya. Is everyone back? Okay, okay. Then, okay, we discussed about for loop. What will be our next loop? It will be while loop. We'll discuss about while loop. Okay. While loop is also it's also one loop. So I mean one of the loops in Java. So the main thing, the purpose of the loop is for doing the task repeatedly, executing the statements repeatedly, we'll use it. The loop, for while loop as well. But the main difference between for loop and while loop is when you know the number of conditions, like from 1 to 10, or from the peak condition, if you know the peak condition and the starting condition, it's better to use for loop. And if you doesn't know the condition, like till which point you have to stop, if you doesn't know the condition, it's better to go for while loop. Once we complete the basic example, I'll give you the real time example between while and for loop. You could understand it better. So the purpose of it is it's same thing, using or doing the task repeatedly based on the condition. And the main thing is if you doesn't know the peak and I mean peak point and the starting point, means if the condition is not known to which point we have to stop, if you doesn't know that, better to use while loop. So this is the purpose, and the next is syntax. What is our syntax? For while loop, we'll initialize it first. Initialization, we'll do the variable initialization here, and then we have to use while keyword, which is a preserved word in Java. We'll use while loop, and here we'll put our condition. And inside while loop, we'll write the statements, and after all the statements we should write the incrementation too. Incrementation or decrementation depends upon the requirement. Are you clear with this? First, before the while loop, we need to initialize, and then we have to use the while keyword, and inside while we need to put our condition, and inside while loop we have to write all the statements that we want to execute repeatedly, and at last we have to increment or decrement the value of the variable. Okay, this is the syntax. So I'll take the same example and I'll tell you the output is 1 to 10. I know here we know the initial value and the peak value, but still I'm just writing it in while so that you can understand how to write in for loop and how to write in while loop. Okay. Uh, avoid the confusion. I'm just giving only 5 so that it will be easy to do the dry run if anyone wants. So the output should be we have to print from 1 to 5. Okay, or 0 to 5. So what will be our case? What we have to do first? If it is you, if the statement is like use while loop, you can do any loop as per understanding. But now we are using while loop as well. So for while loop, what we have to do? First, we need to initialize it. So, ma'am, can we initialize value in condition part? No, you can't initialize here, because if you initialize here, it doesn't know, like it won't allow you to initialize here. You can't put in something like in this part. It's always better to initialize before the while condition only, Ravindra. So we'll focus on this program. We need to print from 0 to 5 using while loop. So first the initialization. What will be our initialization? As the values are integer type, we need to provide int. I'm taking one int data type and the variable is I, and I have to initialize it for 0 because the initial point is 0. And in the while condition, what will be our while condition here? What will be our condition? Can anyone try it out? I less than or equals to 5. Yes, great. I should be less than or equals to 5. And inside it, what we have to do? We need to print and we need to write the statement. Let's follow the syntax. We need to write the statement. What will be our statement? We need to print. Yes. We are printing. After that, what we have to do? According to the syntax, we need to increment or decrement based on the requirement. Here, the value is increasing, so we'll increment directly. Okay. So this is the code. Are you clear with it, or do anyone wants to do the dry run? Okay, it's clear. Can we jump and try it out in Eclipse? This code? Okay, great. I'll take one or I'm creating another class for this. And I'm directly copying it from here. So we are initialized here. I'll put it in comments. So we did the initialization part. You told that we will use while loop if doesn't know ending. Yeah, can you please? I'll explain it, Vishal. I don't want any confusion happen here. For now, I'll write the basic example and then we'll try with even and odd numbers, and then I'll tell you what it is. Why should we use while and why should we use for loop if the condition is known or not known? I'll tell you. First, we'll focus on it. Okay. Int I equals to 0, we initialized it, and then we are checking the condition, and here it is the statement, and then we are incrementing. Okay, is it clear, everyone? I'm running it, so it should run give 0 to 5. It gives 0 to 5 elements. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ma'am, what are the difference between for and while? I'll tell you, Ravindra. I'll tell you, everyone. I want to discuss about for loop, while loop, do while loop difference as well. So by end of the session, you could understand where should we use for, where should we use while, and where should we use do while. I'll give you the real time examples as well. Don't worry. So are you clear with this program? And it print 0 to 5. Previously we used for loop and now we are doing the same program with while loop. Any doubts in this program? Or clear? Increase the font size. Increase not. I don't know. Let me check in Google. I never tried to increase the font. Window preferences, general, general. Appearance, colors, and fonts. Appearance, color. Okay. Colors and fonts, Java, okay. Java editor text font. Yes. Is it still same or is it increased? It's too big, I guess. 1 minute. Yeah, it's. Can you say it now? I mean, is this okay? It's too big, I know. Yeah, yeah. Let me resize. Oh, no, it's not. What about now? Is it okay? Yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience. Yeah. Are you clear with this while loop? And we tried printing even numbers and odd numbers with for loop, right? So can we try it out with while loop? What should be our condition in this case? No problem, Sandhya. Yeah. Can we try? My output should be 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Explain the flow of, I'll explain the flow chart and I will tell you. Okay, or else let me do that now. Yeah. In the while loop, first we are initializing it. First it will start. And then, for example, in our case, the initialization is I equals to 0. First, it will be initialized to 0. And then we are checking the condition. Is I less than or equals to 5? Is I less than 5? Yes, it is less than 5. So, it will be true. So, and then it will, as it is true, it will go inside the while loop and it will execute the statements. What is inside our while loop? We are printing the I value. So, I will be 1. Okay. And then again, it will, inside the statement, we are writing the incrementation too. So, it will increment, I will be increment to +1, like 2 now. I will be 2 now. So again, it will check. Is 2 less than or equals to 5? Yes, 2 is less than 5. It is true. So it will execute the statement. Executing statement is nothing but it will print the 2 and then it will increment the value. Right? So now the I will be 3. It will go here. 3 less than or equals to 5? Yes, 3 is less than 5. It is true. So it will print the 3 value and it will increment I. The I will be 4 now. So it will check 4 is less than or equals to 5 or not. Is 4 less than 5? Yes, 4 is less than 5. It is true. So it will print the 4 and then it will increment the I value. I will be 5 now. So it will again go here and it will check I 5 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, 5 equals to 5. So the condition will be true and it will go inside the while loop and execute the statements. In our case, the statement is nothing but printing the I value. So the I will be 5 and then it will increment. So now the I will be 6. So it will go and check the condition. So is 6 less than or equals to 5? Is it true? No, 6 is not less than 5 and 6 is not equal to 5. So it will be false. So it will exit from the while loop. So is it clear? If first we increment and then write the statement in while loop, what will happen? Yes, I'll tell you. So if you increment it here, I plus plus, what will be happen first? The I will be 0 and 0 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, 0 is less than 5. So I will be incremented. So what will be I value now? I will be 1 now. So what will print here? It will print 1 instead of 0. So the output will be 1. Okay. Yeah, we'll share this PPT to Amar, so they'll take care of it, Vanita. I think they'll share to you. I'm not sure. I'll check with the team and get back to you on this.
Guys,
Most
don't worry
probably.
about the PPTs. We'll upload all the material over the LMS, okay?
Thank you for the confirmation, Amar.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, once it is printed, again it will check for the condition. What is our I value now? 1. 1 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, 1 is less than 5. So it will come inside and it will increment the value. I will be 2 now. So it will print 2. So did you get it? It's not printing 0. It will print from 1 to 5. Someone asked the question. I think Sandhya or... Is it clear? Okay, Panji. Okay, great. So if we increment before to the print statement, it will skip the first iteration because, I mean, it won't print 0 because we are incrementing and then we are printing. Okay. So, and then we'll go for writing the program. So we wrote the program for printing even and odd numbers with for loop. So we'll try it out with while loop. So can anyone give a try? Like what will be our condition? What should be our condition? Here, what should be our condition? Okay, I will be 0, yes. From 0, my output should be 0, 2, 4, 6, and 8, and 10. Till 10, I need to print the output. We tried with for loop, just try with while loop now. Okay. I is less than equal to 10. Okay, great. Conditions okay. Yes, inside in for loop, what we have done? We just put if condition here and we are checking it. Similar to that, we'll give one more, we'll put one more condition here. If I is modulus 2, like if I is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible, we'll print it. Okay. Yes, yes. We just put one extra condition here to check whether that value is divisible by 2 or not. If it is divisible by 2, we are printing it because we need to print even numbers which are starting from 0 to 10. Okay, let's run this program. So you could see the output 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. So any doubts here printing the even number using while loop? No, okay. So tell me, we have done printing odd numbers with for loop, right? So what should be my condition if we want to print odd numbers which are starting from 0 to 10? Yes, the I modulus 2 should not be 0. It should not equals to 0. Yes, great. I just modify the condition to print the odd numbers. So I'll run the application. So in the console, it's printing all the odd numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. Are you clear with the while loop purpose and syntax and how to write the code with while loop? The basic things. We'll focus more on codings tomorrow class. Okay, great, great. Did you understand the flowchart as well for while loop? Okay. We printed it and we tried printing even numbers with the given range using while as well. Okay. I'll tell you the do while, I'll explain the do while loop, then we'll discuss about the main difference between for, while and do while loop. Okay. Let's complete do while first and then we'll discuss the difference. So, okay, yeah, great. The next concept is do while loop. As it is a loop, the task is same. The purpose is same. It will also execute the statements. It will do the tasks repeatedly, repeatedly based on the condition. Okay. So there is something else we need to add, but I'll add it once I write the syntax and basic example. Okay. So the syntax of do while loop is first we'll initialize. We'll be having initialization, and then we'll use the do preserve word in Java, and we'll write the statements. You can write as many statements you want. And here we are checking the condition with while. Okay. First we need to do and here itself we need to increment. Okay. We need to initialize first and we have to use do preserve keyword, and then inside do you have to write the statements and you have to increment the value, and then at last after do loop you have to give condition using while. Is this syntax clear? I'll explain it to you. So what is the main difference between while and do while is, in while loop we'll check the condition first. Yeah, here it is. Yeah. This is for while loop. So in while loop, we will check the condition first and then we'll execute the statements and we'll do the incrementation or decrementation. So in order to execute the statement, the condition should be true, right? In while loop executes only if the condition is true, right? Is it? But in do while loop, if you observe it, we are doing initialization, then we have do loop here. We are not checking any condition in do. So it will go inside and it will execute the statements, it will do the incrementation and then it will check the condition. Okay. So the main difference between while and do while is it won't check the condition first, it will check the condition at last. Okay, we'll check the condition at last. As we are checking the condition at last, can I say that this loop, whatever the statements we have inside do, will execute at least once? At least once? Can I say it? Or do you clear with the point? Why I'm saying at least once? Yes, because there is no condition here. So as there is no condition, it will definitely execute once, at least once. In first step, it will do the initialization and it will execute the statements, and then it will check the condition. If the condition is true, then again it will go and execute the statement, and again it will do the condition check. So at some point, if the condition is not true, then it will won't execute, and it will come out of do while loop. Okay. So at least one iteration takes place in do while loop. Yes, Sai Shiva, it's true. At least once it will execute. I think you can. I'll tell you the real-time example for better understanding. Like as you all are graduating students, like consider there are some freshers who are trying to join into the college. So at first, in the main gate, we'll be having security person, right? He'll check whether you have ID card or not. If you have ID card, then only he'll allow you to the enter into the college, or else he won't allow you. But starting time, like for the joining purpose, he'll ask you like hey, you didn't have ID card, I won't enter you. Then you can show them like, I am trying to join to the college, so I didn't have ID card, so please allow me for this time. For once I join, I'll get the ID card, so from next time onwards I'll show you the ID card and I'll enter into the college. So at the time as you are trying to join into the college, they will allow you without the ID card. Is this clear? Yes. So, take your initialization as you are trying to join. So, first time, he won't check anything as you're trying to join. You will join. Once you join, then from next time onwards, he'll check whether you have ID card or not. If you have ID card, he'll ask you to enter into. He'll allow you to enter into the college, or else he won't allow you to enter into the college. Yes, yeah, thank you, Vanita. Yeah, did you understand it? So we need to relate it to the real-time example so that we can remember the concepts more easily. So the do while loop will execute at least once. It will execute once and then it will, sorry, execute at least once and then it will check the condition. That is the main difference between while and do while loop. Okay. So as we clear with the do while loop and its syntax, let's try basic example. Same thing. I'll take the same example. We need to print 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how we will do with do while loop? Why I'm taking same example means it will be easy to compare what else we are modifying, what other things we are modifying in for loop, while loop, do while loop to achieve the problem statement. After while condition, there is a semicolon. Okay, it's true. Okay. So for this case, can you try it out from your end? How to do this with do while loop? Can anyone try? Okay. Yeah. Can you try it out from your end? Then I'll repeat. I'll do from my side. Just see the syntax and try to replicate it. Okay. Okay. I'll do whatever you say. Okay. For first thing, we need to initialize it. So the I will be 0. I'm taking a int as data type because the output should be integer. Yes. And then the second step will be I need to use do keyword, and inside it I need to do something. What is our repetitive task here? We are printing I value. So okay, I'll print it. I'm printing it. Then what is our next step? We need to increment it. And then at last, what should be our condition? While condition. While what should be our condition? I less than or equals to 5, because we need to print from 0 to 5. Right? Yes. Are you clear with this, or do anyone want me to do the dry run? Okay, clear. Okay, one clear. I'm expecting response from all of you. Okay. Okay, great. Great. So we'll try it out in the Eclipse. We'll see the flow chart as well. We initialize it here, and we use the do and provided whatever the statements we want, and we did the incrementation, and at last we are checking the condition. I saved it, and I'll try to find. Yes, it's printing the expected output 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me do one more thing. So just do the dry run from your side. What will happen if I increment here? Just dry run, and give me the output in the chat. Yes, it will print from 1 and then till 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be our output. Exactly. Because first we are incrementing and then we are printing. Let me put. See here, we are getting 6 as well, because let's do it. At first, it will be I equals to 0, right? And it will come into the do loop. It doesn't need any condition checking, so it will directly come here. So I will be 1 now. So what will be our output now? 1 will be printed. And then here, what it will check, 1 is less than or equals to 5. Is 1 less than 5? Yes, it is true. Then it has to go and do the statements which are inside do loop. So what will be our I now? I will be incremented to 1. So it will be 1 plus 1 equal, so which is nothing but 2. So it will print 2 as well. Here it will check 2 less than or equals to 5. Is 2 less than 5? Yes, it is true. Then it will go inside do loop. So it will increment I2 plus 1, which is nothing but 3. And then here now it will check 3 less than or equals to 5. Is 3 less than or equals to 5? Yes, it is less than. So it will go inside do. So it will increment I2 plus 1, which is nothing but 4. So it will print 4. And then it will check the condition. Is 4 less than or equals to 5? Yes, 4 is less than 5. So it will it will go inside do loop, and it will increment I value to 5. And it will print the 5 here. And again it will check, is 5 less than or equals to 5? Yes, 5 is not less than 5, but 5 is equals to 5. So the condition is true. So it will go inside do loop, and it will increment I value. So the I will be 6. And here it will print 6. And then here it will check the condition again. Is 6 less than or equals to 5? No, 6 is not less than 5. 6 is not equals to 5. So the condition will be false, and it won't enter into do loop. It will exit from do while loop. Got it? Why it is happening 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Yes, because at last we are checking the condition, and at first we are incrementing it. The main difference. So whenever there is a debugging questions happening in interview rounds, try to write what is happening in each and every loop, then try to answer the question. Okay, it will be better. So this is all about this, and let's try with even and odd numbers with the do while loop as well. What will be our condition now? I'm just modifying it as previous one. What should be my condition? What should I have to do extra thing in do while loop to print only um, 0 to 4? I'll give 10 here. 0 2 4 6 8. What should I have to do? What should be my condition? Where should I keep that condition to print like this? Undo, okay. While after if condition. If we put it after if condition, it won't execute. It is if we put here Lohita, like if you put like this, it is outside of the loop, outside of do while loop. It is the do while loop. We should do whatever we have to do inside it only. Okay. Yes, we need to put if I modulus 2 equals to. Okay, great. This thing is great. I less than or equals to 10 and I modulus 2 equals to is equal to 0. No, it won't execute it actually, Srihari, because I'll tell you, as you are using logical operator, sorry, let's take. I'm taking, first I'll print it and I'll write with the correct statement and then we'll try with the Srihari's one because you are using logical operator. So both should be true, then only it will enter into do loop. Okay. I'll try with that option too. I'll show you why it won't work out. So here I less than or equals to 5. And in do loop, we need to check if I is modulus 2 equals to equal to 0 or not. If it is 0, I'll print it. I want to print from 0 to 10. Yeah. So did you understand why we put it in inside do loop or any doubts? If it's clear, just give yes or else no. Okay, great. So I'll print this. It's giving the output 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, which is expected one. We already know that how to write and how to print the odd numbers, which is nothing but I shouldn't be divisible by 2. So I'm just giving I not equal to 0, I modulus 2 not equals to 0, so that it will print all the odd numbers which are starting from 0 to 10. So it's printing 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay. So coming to Sri Hari's example, he or she, I'm sorry, I modulus 10 ampersand I modulus 2 equals to 0. This is the condition Sri Hari provided. Why it won't give proper output means here we are using logical operator, logical and operator. So it will true if both the statements are true. If any of the statement is false, it won't allow you. It won't go into the condition. Okay. Did you understand the Sri Hari? Give yes if you understand or else no. Okay, great. Is it clear till now? We'll show the flow chart. Then I'll ask you the doubts. So this is the flow chart of do while loop. First, we'll be having initialization here, and then it will start. So as it is do while loop, there is no need to check the condition. First, it will execute whatever inside the do loop. So it will execute it, and at last it will check the condition. Okay, if the condition is true, then it will comes into the do loop, and then it will execute all the statements, and then again it will check the condition. If the condition is true, it will keep on doing looping in this way. If some point, if the condition is false, it will exit from the do while loop. Okay, is it clear? Is the flow chart clear? Okay, any doubts so far? While for loop, oh sorry, do while loop in till do while loop, do you have any doubts? No, not clear. Okay, great response. Okay, then let me ask you, what is the main difference between while and do while loop? If you understand the concept, you should answer. It's the most repetitive question in the coding interview round, like MCQ rounds. What is the main difference between while and do while? While at last. The syntax, okay, the syntax was differ. Okay, good. While execute only when condition is true. Exactly. Do while executes at least one. Yes, exactly. While it will check the condition, then only it will execute the statement. So we can say like it will execute the statements only if the condition is true. And in do while, it will execute at least once whatever inside the do loop, and then it will check the condition. Great response, everyone. Great response. Amazing. Okay. Then I just wrote the difference here. While and do while. What's the main difference? While execute only if the condition is true. And do while execute at least once. And then it will check the condition. So I told you, right? I'll tell you the while, for loop, while loop, and the where should we have to use in real-time examples. And where will you share this PPT? Amar already mentioned that they'll put these under somewhere and will provide all these documents to you, Vanita. So no need to worry. They'll provide all these documents. Yeah, great. So I want to tell you, okay, we understand the concept. We know if something is repeating, we need to use the loops. We got to know that with this session, and we know that for while, do while, based on the requirement, we have to use. Just think about it. We are using phones, laptops, and everything. Can you relate where maybe the developers using these loops? Any basic examples? It's okay if you're saying it wrong, if it is wrong as well. Okay. Relate to anything. For example, code execution in projects. Yes, code execution. Apart users login authentication. Yeah, good example. But where exactly, Srihari? When there is a need of iteration. Yes, when there is a need of iterations in the project or application wise, we need to use. Yeah. The good example, Srihari, you give the very good example, user login authentication. So let me tell you, for loop ATM, yes, great, yes. So the for loop is, I'll take you, as Srihari mentioned that we are using it, users login authentication, right? I'll give you the basic example. Whenever you are trying to sign up to some accounts like Amazon or Flipkart or Myntra, not just e-commerce, but also some educational platforms as well. When you are installing that app for the first time, what they'll ask you the email ID, or else along with that, sometimes will ask the phone number as well. Once you provide all the required details like email and phone number, what they'll do, they'll send the OTP, right? Once they send the OTP, you have to provide that OTP, and if the OTP is correct, then it will create that account and allow you to log in into the application. Is it? So, uh, and for getting the, for example, if you are, let's take the worst case. You are uh, giving wrong OTP number in the platform. You are getting the OTP in the phone, but you are giving wrong OTP. So what will happen? Like for example, the maximum limit is, or is not OTP. You can also use sometimes if you forgot, if you keep on giving the wrong password, it will show you the maximum limit was exceeded. You can't, I mean, you should, I mean, the respect to mail will be shared to you through mail. Like you will get the mail like the maximum limit was exceeded. Someone is trying to use your application username and password and all. So there is some limit, max limit. For example, if for entering username and password, we'll be having three limit. So at first, I gave my, like while logging into the application or whatever it is, I provided the correct username, but the password was wrong. I forgot the password actually, so I was trying with my previous passwords. So I gave username and the wrong password. First, it will tell you, it will show the pop-up as password, username or the credentials are not correct. Username or password are wrong. And all else invalid login. It will show. Try logging in again. Right? We'll get all these pop-ups if we are giving wrong username and password. So what we'll do, we'll try with one more time. Username and password we'll give one more time. The second time we'll provide it. Again, we gave the wrong password and we got this pop-up. Again, we got this pop-up second time. And again, at the third time, you tried with the other password and you, I mean, you got the same pop-up again. At fourth time, if you again give the same password, it won't give invalid login, try again this thing. It will tell you the max limit was exceeded. We sent an email for the login confirmation. Did you face this kind of situation in your life? I think so far you are using the, yes, you faced, okay. Most of you may face this because we are using laptops, phone, and not even in phone when you're trying to not, I mean, when you're trying to log in into the phone, like not through the authentication, like a thumb authentication. If you're trying with pattern, like if you're giving pattern or pin, it will show you the max limit was exceeded. You gave the pattern as wrong. So yeah, like that you will get, right. Like try after some 20 minutes, like that you will get the pop-up. So in all those cases, we have some maximum limit. In this case, the maximum limit is 3. You can try 3 times. If after 3 times, if you try a same wrong password at 4th time, you will get some warning or error. Like warning, we can say it as warning, right? In this case, let's relate with for loop, what they are trying to do. Maybe they have they initialize with login with 0, entering the page, and then they are setting up with the max limit. I'll just give max limit, whatever the limit they are maintaining. We are not sure, right, in each and every application. So I'll give max limit, and then maybe here it will show the pop-up. Show pop-up. I'm just giving normal things. Then I don't want to write each and every line here, this show pop-up and all. Just giving some additional details to relate to the real-time example. I'm giving this. So did you think this for loop will like work out in this case? If max limit is exceeding, or else you can here if max It's less than, yes. If max limit equals to 4, then give warning my. Do you think will it execute in this scenario, or do you have any doubts? Is it clear, this real-time scenario? Give yes if it is clear, or else no. Okay, only one is, only two is clear. Okay, great, fine. Just try to relate all the coding concepts with real-time example so that you can remember the things fastly. You can remember it long time. You won't get confusion where and all we have to use in it. Okay. So next thing, I told you to tell you about while loop, right? Let's think about while loop too. Here you have, the max limit, some 3 or 5 or whatever the developers are using in their application. That will be max limit. But in while loop, let me tell you one real-time example. Hmm, I think most of you are having WhatsApp, right? In WhatsApp, if you're trying to send the data, sorry, send the message, we need to turn on the mobile data. Then only it will send the message to the other person, right? So if I didn't turn on the data, if I want to send the message to other person, I just typed it and click on send. What it will show? It will show some box type symbol, right? It won't give any tick or double ticks or blue ticks, right? So it will give some, which means it's not yet sent. So once you turn on the data, it will keep on sending all the messages what you have submitted. I mean, what you have sent, right? If you click on mobile data and if you type the message, it will give single tick if other person is not online. Like it was delivered from your side, but it will deliver to the other person only if the other person is turning on the mobile data, right? So if other person also, like I am sending a message to some other person, XYZ person. So I turn on the mobile data, he turn on the mobile data. So I put the message. I got 2 ticks, which means he also turn on the data. The message was delivered to him, right? And there are read recipients. If you didn't turn off the read recipients in WhatsApp, it will show the blue tick if other person saw our message, right? I think most of you can relate to this as we are using WhatsApp. So here you didn't know when the person will turn on the mobile data, right? You can't confirm. Maybe I turn on the data at some point of time, the other person turn on the data at some point of time. You're like it's difficult to uh, know the condition for each and every individual, right? Whoever using the WhatsApp. So for this case, it's better to we'll relate it to the while loop. For example, I'm just giving mobile data. Mobile data, I'll just give boolean. It's true. I turn on the data. So I'll check whether mobile data is equals to true or not. Yes, it is true. Then what should it do? It should send messages, or it should deliver the messages, right? If it is not, it will deliver the messages one after other. The message will be incremented here. So did you get it? No one know when the mobile data will be turned off or turned on. Like it's a difficult. We know. Like if I want to turn on it, I'll go take my phone and I'll turn on it. But I can't confirm how others are using this mobile data. So as it is unknown, it's better to use while loop. So till the mobile data is turned on, you should deliver the messages or else you shouldn't. Got it? There is no max limit. We are not sure when the mobile data is turned on or turn off, right? Can you relate this example with while loop? Is it clear or any doubts? Give yes if it is clear or no. What if the person is using great Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi is you can take one more example. Like Wi-Fi equals to two. Both are same. Or here you can use the logical operator. Wi-Fi equals to true. We can write in this way. Good question. So I saw Max is here, so I'm taking it as yes, like you are clear with the concept. So can we go ahead and try with the do while loop where maybe we are developers are using it in the application wise? Can we proceed? Give yes if it is clear and we can proceed. Okay, great. So the do while loop, I told you that it will be like it should execute at least once, right? And then it will check the condition. What I just gave the simple example to remember it, like the ID card and the security person example. But it's not the real time. We are not. We can create the application for that as well. But let's think about in the apps wise, whatever we are using, the apps or laptop or phone, whatever it is. Can anyone give a try where maybe we are using the value? Sharing hotspot can be using this loop. Sharing hotspot, we need to check, right? It shouldn't execute at least once. The other person should turn on the mobile data and then click on the hotspot. Then only it will do the things. It will check whether the hotspot has the internet connection or not. Okay, I'll give you the example. Are you like willing or enjoy the X for do while phone lock? Example for do while phone lock. Phone lock also it will check the pattern, right? It will check the condition. I mean whether the pin is correct or not. It won't allow you until or unless you give the correct pattern or pin. Okay, let me give you example. We don't think that much, but good. At least you tried it from your side. So, do you guys watch movies? Whatever the language it is, Telugu or English. Do you guys love or enjoy movies? And which are all, if so, which are all the platforms you are using? We have Amazon Prime at least. Yeah, yeah. In this case, we can use Fanta. Yeah. Yeah. What are all the apps you are using to see the movies? We have Amazon Prime, OTT platforms. Return apps, yes. Amazon Z5, yes. Great. Yes, in each and every app, when you, for example, let's take Amazon Prime. When you are logging into the first time, it will give you start 1 month free trial, right? It won't allow you to go for the buyout option. You can use it for first 1 month for free trial. Then it will ask you the uh, go for the buyout option. You have to buy it, and then only you can use the respect to applications. I mean apps, right? So let's relate to that with Duvalub. So if you are the first time logging in, so it will allow you till that. Uh, for example, now it's February 10th. So today you have created new account and started the new trial. So you can do the you can watch all the movies. It doesn't require any buyout. It won't check whether you have um, um I mean go for the subscription or not. It will directly allow you to see or watch the movies or documentaries, whatever it is. So after, even on today February 10, so it will be 1 month free trial, right? So March 10th also you can able to see all the movies and documentaries. But on March 11th, what it will ask? It will ask you for buyout option. It won't allow you to watch the movies until or unless you go for the subscription option, right? So think about it. So on February 10th, you have the free trial. You are watching it and you have all the statements to watch and all the things. So once the free trial was completed, next time it will definitely ask for the subscription. If you are the subscribed user, then only it will allow, or else it won't allow you, right? Can you relate it? Is it, are you clear with the example, real-time example? Just okay, yes. One only I saw one, yes. Okay, okay, great. Okay. Then are you clear with for loop, while loop, do while loop, its purpose, the main difference, and where and how should we use these loops? Are you clear with it? You could understand it better when you're trying to practice more and more programs. Tomorrow's session is completely for practicing the programs only. Don't worry. And all those programs are which are repeatedly asked in most of the MNCs, top MNCs. So don't worry. For now, um, like get confidence on the concept wise. What is its purpose? Where and how to use it? What is its syntax? Okay. Are you clear with it, or do you want me to repeat anything? Okay. So yes. Give clear if it is clear or no. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. Great. I'm taking it as clear for everyone. So, uh, we completed. If you don't mind, can you show how to download Eclipse? Sure. Maybe we are almost. We have only till 1 o'clock. We have the time. So tomorrow I'll definitely. I already installed it, right? I'll ask someone to share the screen. So, or else you can share your screen. We'll download the Eclipse. We'll do that tomorrow. We just have 15 minutes left, Sai Shiva. So, hope that is fine for you too. Is it fine? Okay, great. Thank you. So we completed the loops and for loop, while loop, do while loop. So let's uh, learn about break and continue. I think break and continue was covered in previous session, which is decision making session, switch statement. Do you know where and how we have to use break and continue statements? Give yes if you know, or else no. Okay, okay, it's already completed, right? So then we'll directly just I'll give some brief introduction about break and continue, and we'll try with the two examples. Okay, so the break is nothing but terminating from the loop, terminating from the loop, terminating the loop, or else we can say terminating the loop. Okay. So sure, Pawan. I'll complete it. We have only 15 minutes left. So break is to terminate the loop and continue is to skip the current iteration of the loop. Iteration of the loop. So as you are already gone through this break and continue session, I'll just take one more example. Is there a quiz today? No, tomorrow we'll be having quiz. Today we don't have Jyoti. So I'll give you input. I want to give you output. Like I want to print 1, 2, 4, and 5. I I mean starting from 1 to 5, I want to print these values. I just want to skip the third value. What about today attendance, ma'am? Amar, I'm not sure on the attendance part. Can you?
Oh,
Pavan
yeah,
is
yeah.
asking.
I will share the attendance link in the last 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you, Amar, for the confirmation. Yeah, I don't want to print 3, but I want to print 1, 2, 4, 5. So can anyone tell me how to achieve it? Is it through break or continue? Yeah, we have to use the loop, but we need to skip 3 using continue. Yes, using continue. Yes, good, good. So if we are using continue, it will skip the current iteration and it will go. Like I'll write it here, or else we already. Uh, Amar, Pavan is asking like there is no charging in phone, so they're asking to share the attendance. Can you address his query, Amar? Okay, let's focus on this. So I want to print from 1 to 5, but I want to skip 3. So what I have to check, if I equals to 3, then I have to skip it. Skip is nothing but we can achieve it through continue statement. It will in else block we'll or else we can print it. Did you get it? Continue is for skipping the current iteration, so that it will skip only the current iteration, but it will keep on looping for remaining iterations. So for example, at first I equals to 1, 1 equals to 3. No, it is not equals to 3. So it will go to the else block and it will print 1. So, and then iteration will happen. 2 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, 2 is less than 5. So, it will go inside for loop. It will check if condition is 2 equals to 3. No, it is not equal. So, it will go inside else loop and it will print the value. Now, I will be 3 and it will check 3 is less than or equals to 5. Is 3 less than or equals to 5? Yes, it is true. So it will go inside for loop and it will check the if condition. If 3 is equals to 3, yes, it is equal. Just we wrote continue statement, which is nothing but skip the current iteration. It will skip third iteration. Okay, here it will skip and it won't go to the remaining statements. It will skip and it will increment the next. So it now I will be 4 and 4 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, 4 is less than 5. And in if condition 4 is not equals to 3, so it will go inside else loop and it will print 4. Again, it will increment. I will be 5 now. 5 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, 5 is equals to 5. It will be true. In if condition, I is not 5 is not equals to 3, so it will go and go to the else block and it will print the 5. So did you understand what is the use of continue? It will skip the current iteration. That's it. Okay. And coming to the break, for example, I'll take this example only. If I put instead of continue, if I put break here, it will print only 1, 2. It will completely terminate the loop. It will come out of the loop, we can say. It will terminate the loop. Okay. Like, for example, I do the dry run here. I equals to 1. Is 1 less than or equals to 5? Yes, it is less than 5. So 1 equals to 3? No, it is not equals. So it will go to the else block and it will print 1 here. And then the iteration incrementation happens. I will be 2. 2 is less than or equals to 5. It is true. So 2 is equals to 3. No, it is not equals. So it will go inside else block and it will print 2. Again, I will be 3 here. 3. 3 is less than or equals to 5. Yes, it is less than. So it will go inside for loop and it will check the if condition. Is 3 equals to 3? Yes, it is equal. So it will come into the if block. So we have break statement here. Break is nothing but terminate the loop. It will come out of the loop. It will come to 20th line. It won't execute anything. It will execute whatever the statements we have after the for loop only. Okay, is it clear? The continue and break statements and how to use inside the loops. Is it clear, everyone? Give yes if it is clear or else no. Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay, in this today's session, I just want to recap of it. We learned the purpose of the loop. We got to know like when there is something which is repeatedly performing, we need to use the loop. We have three types of loop: for loop, while loop, do while loop. So for loop, when we know the specific number of times, we need to use the for loop. If it doesn't know the specific number of times that loop is running, then better to use while loop. And do while is it will execute at least once and then it will check the condition. So this is all about the loop, and then we check the break and continue statements, right? So break is for terminating the loop. It will come out of the loop, and continue is for just skipping current iteration. That's it. Um, can you give a try and can you g- I mean I mean just give a try and give what will be the output here. What will be the option? Which is the correct option? A, B, C, D. I just saw only two responses. Try it out. Do the dry run and try it out. We already done this program. Option A. Yes. Option A is correct. So we already done this program, right? I equals to 1 less than or equals to 5. We are printing I value and then incrementing it. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you are not clear with this, then you can see the recording of this session. We already did this program. And what about this? Yes, option A is correct. Just do the dry run. Like on every iteration, we are incrementing it with 2. Plus 2, we are doing plus 2. At first, it will be 6. So 6 will be printed and then 8. So 8 is less than 10. So it will print 8 and then 10. 10 is less than or equals to 10. It will print 10 and then 12. For 12, the condition will be false. Okay. Yes, and we completed break and continue and its usage as well. So, are you clear with today's session or any doubts at any point? Is it if it is clear, give clear or else no. Great. I'm happy to see all these responses at 1 o'clock too. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm happy that you are understanding my teaching and understanding the explanation. We can use recursion as well. We'll talk about recursion, Srihari, in next sessions. Um, why I'm not saying recursion now is it's like some difficult concept to understand for now. So first we'll focus on loops and then we'll go step by step only. Thank you so much, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Amar, thank you, everyone. Thank you. Great responses. And tomorrow session will completely focusing on all the pattern programs or loop programs uh, that are mostly occurring in interview rounds. Okay. Yep. Handing over to you, Amar. You can take the attendance and remember things.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. So, dear participant, I just shared the attendance thing in the chat box over the Zoom and YouTube as well. So, please mark your attendance and share your feedback as well. And if you have any query or question for me regarding to the LMS, regarding to the test, regarding to the assessment, or anything else, please let me know in the chat box. Once you're done with the attendance, please let me know in the chat box. So Ashwin P, sir, how to access the LMS? So you have a mail with you, like was to share the two mails with you. One is a verification email, and second one is a welcome to that campus recruitment training program mail. So if you have that mail, definitely you will. No, you have to do a registration. So Ashwini P, you are done with your registration. I did my registration. When be like you have any dates? Sir, Abhi sir is taking the class tomorrow or not? No, no. Last 2 week ago. Then you can check your email, uh, your inbox and spam box as well. We already give you the LMS access, so you can check that. And still, if you are not able to access, then I will share one email ID with you. You can just drop an email like I'm not able to access the LMS. Then our team will connect with you, and they will figure it out what's the status of your profile. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. How to retake assessment in LMS? So there is an option of retake check, so you can retake the assessment for 10 times. So due to some issue, I didn't listen class, but I listened that classes in Exceler portal, but I didn't submit the attendance. Is that any problem? So attendance is important. How? Because we also need to know now, like, are you really attending or you are just going and you're just clicking there and you're just doing that green tick. Okay, so you can try to attend the live sessions and try to mark your attendance as well. That will be good for you and for us as well for the documentation purpose. Okay, done with the attendance. Thank you so much, Soumya. So guys, you have questions about the LMS, then we will have a one more LMS KT on the Monday or on the Tuesday. So we'll cover that again. No need to worry. Okay. So those who are facing difficulty with the assessment or accessing the LMS will again go through that. Sir, we get the separate certificate for aptitude and programming. So there's not like that. So after the completion of this training program, you will get the certificate, and definitely that will be in collaboration with the government of India and IISc. You're welcome. Guys, any another query? Okay, if there is no any query or question, can I wind up for the day? Can I have some confirmations? Okay, sure. Then thank you so much for joining the session, and we'll see you on tomorrow at same time, sharp at 10:30. So till the time, keep practicing, enjoy your day, take care of yourself and take care of your family. Bye bye.